Welcome to the class, and today the topic is volume and its measurement. So today we will be learning what is volume and how is it calculated or measured. Let's see the definition of volume. It says the total space occupied by an object is called volume. Okay, volume is just the total space occupied by an object. In SI system, volume is measured in cubic meter. The unit of volume in SI system is cubic meter. And what does a cubic meter means? It means a cubic meter of volume is the space occupied by an object having length 1 meter, breadth 1 meter and height 1 meter. So if an object has a length of 1 meter, breadth 1 meter and height 1 meter, it occupies a space of 1 cubic meter. Now, volume of solids. Solid objects are of regular shape and irregular shape. The volume of solids of regular shape can be measured by measuring their dimensions. The dimensions here refers to the length, breadth and the height. If an object is of regular shape, then it will have length, breadth and height, so we can calculate the volume. But if the object is irregular, we measure the volume of irregular object by water displacement method. We can even measure the volume of solid, liquid and gas. So volume of the matters in three states can be measured, that is in solid state, in liquid state and in gaseous state. Here are some objects with regular shapes. We have an object that is cylindrical in shape. This is cylindrical in shape, and the volume of this object can be measured by finding out its dimensions. And here we have a rectangular box. It is a regular object. We have the length, breadth and the height. And here I have a triangular prism. So it's a regular object. Now let's see what is irregular object. Here you can see two pieces of stone where you cannot identify which is its length, breadth or height. So such an object has irregular shape or irregular object. We can call them irregular object. As you can see, it does not have any fixed dimensions, that is length, breadth and height. So they are irregular object. Now we'll move on to the calculation of volume of regular object, or how we can find out the volume of regular object. Here in the picture you can see a cuboid, that is a rectangular object. So it is a regular shaped object, so we can calculate the volume of regular shaped object by using the formula length times breadth times height. If you take this as length and this as breadth, then you can take it as height. If you take it as length and this as breadth, then you can take it as height. So, and when we the product of these three, length, breadth and height, will give you the volume of this rectangular object. Now you know how to calculate the volume of rectangular object, that is cuboid. Here we have a cylinder. I tried to give it a 3D looks, but it's not exactly that. Now you know we have a cylinder here. It is a regular object, and to calculate the volume of cylinder, this area is called cross-section area. We multiply the cross-section area with the height. The length of the cylinder is called the height. So volume of a cylinder can be measured by cross-section area times height, and the cross-section area is the area of the circle, so we use pi r square and the height is h. So the volume of cylinder is given by pi r square h. Any round object like ball, marbles, cricket ball, they are spherical in shape and they are called spheres. So volume of a sphere can be calculated by using the formula 4 upon 3 times pi r cube. R is the radius of the sphere. Volume of irregular object like a piece of stone can be measured by water displacement method. What we do is we take water in a measuring cylinder and read the level of the water. Suppose here we have the level of the water, that is the volume of the water is 14 milliliter. It is the volume of water. Now when I put the stone in the measuring cylinder, the water level rises up and it reaches to 65 milliliter. So what is the increase in the volume? Initial volume was 40 milliliter and the final volume is 65 milliliter. The difference between these two will give you the volume of the stone. That is volume in the cylinder B minus volume in the cylinder A will give you 25 milliliter. That is the initial. It's the same cylinder. It's not I've written here A and B. It does not mean the cylinders are different. It is the same cylinder. First, in the initial stage, that is A, the volume of water was 40 milliliter. In the second stage, that is B, the volume increases by 65 milliliter. What is the increase in the volume? Is we get it by subtracting 40 from 65. We get 25 milliliter. And this increase in volume is the volume of the stone. This is how we calculate the volume of irregular object, by water displacement method. So we have seen now how the volume of regular object and volume of irregular objects is calculated. Now let's see how the volume of liquid is calculated. Measurement of volumes of liquid. The liquids do not have their own shape. They acquire or they take the shape of the vessels in which they are placed. So for measuring the volume of liquids, standard vessels are used, and this standard vessel is called a liter or a measuring can. The most common vessel used to measure the volume of liquid is a liter. So 1 liter is equals to 1000 cubic centimeter or cc. Cc means cubic centimeter. 1 liter is divided into 1000 equal parts and each part is called a milliliter. Hence 1 liter is also equals to 1000 milliliter. We know 1 liter equals to 1000 cubic centimeter and 1 liter is also equals to 1000 milliliter. That means milliliter and cubic centimeter are equal. 1 milliliter equals to 1 cubic centimeter. So we can use the volume of liquid using a liter can. Now let's see how the volume of gas is measured. Gas occupies all the space in a vessel in which it is placed. Hence, the volume of the measuring vessels gives the volume of the liquid. Oh sorry, this is not liquid. This should be gas. That means the volume of gas is equal to the volume of the vessels which is used to measure the gas. So the volume of gas is also measured in cubic meter, cubic centimeter or liter. But all of this, liter is most commonly used. Volume of measuring vessel is the volume of gas in it. These are the points to be remembered. So this is for today and I'll come up with next video. Till then, have a good time.